Best Friend for Makeup by Ren, and if you want to see this look and see how I did my hair and makeup at Getting Ready With Me Tonight video, just stay tuned for more. Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video, and I decided to do one of those getting ready kind of videos where I film myself just doing my hair and makeup for a night out. I'm actually going to an event. It's called the Atlanta Fashion Incubator. So it's a not-for-profit organization here in Atlanta supporting like fashion entrepreneurs. So I'm going to this event, and it's going to be like a fashion show, drinks, hors d'oeuvres type of deal. So I decided to do my makeup and hair. So as you can see, it's just like a smoky pink and purple eye. I wanted to try something like kind of dramatic because it's a little bit, because it's nighttime and I wanted to do something more, whatever. So I actually kept my skin with just a light layer of tinted moisturizer though, because it's going to be outside, so I don't want anything cakey. And then whenever I go out on an event, sometimes I just prefer to do some kind of a neutral lip, because there's drinks and hors d'oeuvres, I don't want anything like smearing all crazy. So this is my final look, and then I just did a loose curl with a curling iron. And then my outfit is actually like a black blazer with a leopard dress and some black pumps. So this is my look. If you guys want to see how I did it, stay tuned for more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. First, I'm going to do my eyes first. It's a little easier that way. And I'm going to prime them with Stilo eyeshadow base in medium, which is what I typically use. And I just apply it with my finger on the lid and underneath. Now my first shadow is MAC's Hepcat, which is a really pretty violet shimmery metallic color, using just a flat synthetic brush from Sedona Lace, and I'm packing it on top of my lid, really trying to get as much color payoff as possible. Next, I'm going right to a transition color. This is MAC's Texture, applying it with a universal blender, and I'm putting it above the crease so that way blending is a little bit easier later on. Now I'm going to start etching out the outer V. I'm using a pointed crease brush from Sedona Lace, using Fig 1 eyeshadow from MAC. It's a dark matte purple, and this is going to give my eyes some shape and that cat eye look. So I'm just placing that dark purple color on the outer V. Now I'm going to reapply the lid color, because whenever you blend you tend to lose that a little bit. And in the tear duct, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different and place a bright pink color, and this is expensive pink from MAC, and it really just kind of goes with the look, and it's something a little bit different. Now I'm going to darken the inner pocket of the outer V with a black shadow. This is Panther from Wet n Wild. This is going to give the look some depth and really smoke it out, and I got to really blend it in well with my eyeshadow brushes. Now I'm going to clean up the shape using a Q-tip and Bioderma, which is a water-based makeup remover, so it won't really mess up anything else. It's going to give it a nice clean shape. Now for the brows, I'm moving to my favorite brow pencil, which is Tarte Emphasize Brow Pencil Medium Brown. And I'm just going to outline my brows to give them the shape I want. When it comes to my brows, sometimes it's easier some days than others. But the key is just to take your time and clean it up at the end. So right now I'm just trying to fill it in. I actually tried to go not too heavy tonight. I didn't want them to be too dark. So I just outlined them first with this medium brown pencil. And then I'm going to really clean it up like I said. And I'm using Gemma Kid Concealer and this really cool brush from Sonia Kashuk. It's a really wide liner brush. I'm still getting used to it, but it definitely covers a lot of area at once. So I'm blending in that concealer. I use a lighter concealer under my brow to highlight, and then a skin tone concealer above, so that way it looks a little more natural. And now I can just touch up the brow a little bit more using my brow pencil, and then use the spoolie edge to fade out the inner part of the eyebrow to make it a little more natural. So now that the brows are done, I'm going to set that concealer with a matte nude highlight shade. I believe it's from Avita. And then I'm going to blend the top part of the crease transition up to meet it, so it's a nice fade. And then I'm just kind of touching up as necessary. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply a black liquid liner. This is Revlon Color Stay Liquid Liner, one of my classic faves. I'm just winging it out as usual. Underneath I'm applying Milani Liquify in the waterline. And on the lower lash line I'm going to apply a dark purple. This is Fig 1 again to smoke it out. And then I'm also going to apply some of that warmer Hepcat just to kind of take off the edge. Now I'm going to curl my lashes, prepping them for my falsies with Shimmer lash curler. I'm applying Iman mascara to prep them. And then I'm going to use Stardell number 43 lashes and apply them with Duo Lash Adhesive in Dark. Okay, now that the eyes are done, moving to the face, this purple primer is from NYX. It's their HD primer, my favorite. I'm going to blend it in with a Sonia Kashuk synthetic blush brush. Again, touching up as usual. This is what I do when I do my makeup. I just keep going back and forth as needed and take my time to make sure everything is the right way I want it to be. Now I'm taking my individual lash curler from Alcone. It's a Preo lash curler, and I'm curling my falsies with my real lashes so that way my lashes don't droop. For foundation, I'm using Sonia Kashuk Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm using a Glamcore flat top brush to blend it in and get maximum coverage. And this shade is in Tan, and it's a really good match. I want something a little bit light on my skin since I have such bold, dramatic eyes, but it still gives me a good amount of coverage. So blend everything in, make sure you don't have any lines. Again, touching up those brows. They didn't quite come out exactly like I wanted, so as you can see, I'm fussing with them a bit. Now I'm correcting my under eye circles using Untitled Cream Corrector Crayon, and then on top I use YSL Touche Eclat number 2, and I'm highlighting the cheekbones, the middle of the forehead, the bridge of the nose, and the chin. This is all areas I want to highlight and lighten, and I'm just blending it in with another Sonia Kashuk fluffy eyeshadow brush. And you just want to make sure that everything is really blended into the rest of the skin very nicely, because you don't want those areas to be any distinct harsh lines. And to help blend, I'm going back to that fluffy synthetic brush from Sonia Kashuk. And then I'm going to set that highlight with Ben Nye Banana Powder just to make sure it doesn't move, and it also brightens it a little bit more. And then for the rest of the face, I'm using MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Medium Dark, which is more of a skin tone powder, which will give me a nice amount of color and it will make everything even. Now I'm going to apply a contour. This is MAC's Blunt Blush, and I'm using this really cool flat contour brush from Sonia Kashuk. MAC actually just released one that's very, very similar to it, and it's a very precise contour, so I'm placing that around the perimeters of my face, my nose, under my cheekbones, just to give me more contoured look. And again, I'm playing with these new Sonia Kashuk brushes, and I'm trying to figure them out. So far, so good. Touching up the eyeshadow again. Okay, so now let's move on to the blush. This is Gingerly Blush from MAC. Applying it with a blush brush to the apples of my cheeks and up at a diagonal, and then I'm applying a little bit of a shimmer, I believe, as well. Now moving on to hair. So I gotta prep it for heat using the Tresemme Heat Tamer spray. Brush everything out and get my part where I want it to. And then I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to actually use a really big curling iron. This is from Hot Tools from Sally Beauty. The bigger the curling iron, the bigger the waves, and the less time I have to spend on my hair since I'm doing larger sections. So I do curl my hair a little differently than most. First I wrap it around the barrel, and then I spray hairspray. And I know that's kind of weird to some people, but I've been doing it like that for a long time because I find that it works best with my hair that has been traditionally harder to curl. But I'm just wrapping up probably 2-inch sections around the curling iron, and I'm curling it away from my face on the sides, and then for the back I'm just kind of curling it inwards and outwards in different directions. So this process for the hair takes about, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm not trying to be too perfect with it. The Owlnet hairspray is perfect for this kind of look of loose curls because it sets it with while still giving you some flexibility. And I use the unscented Owlnet because I prefer unscented versus the traditional floral spray. So we're almost done with the curls, and as you can see, it's very simple, but it just kind of polishes off my look. And again, you can find this hot tools at Sally Beauty, and it was only around $30. Now to finish off the look, I'm using a shine spray by Bedhead just to kind of give my hair a really healthy glossy look. And now that my hair is done, I can move on to lips because I didn't want my hair sticking on my gloss. So I'm using MAC Cremo Spice Cream Stick Liner, and I'm going to line my lips, and then I'm going to fill them in to give them color. And I find that when I go to nighttime events, if I fill in my entire lips with lip pencil, they last longer. And this is a neutral color that won't smear or get weird. And I'm just topping it off with Dior Gloss for Moisture. It's a peachy gloss, and then setting my face with Scandinavian Makeup Finish Spray, and you are done.